We'll start today sitting in a comfortable seat on the mat. Be sure to pull the flesh away from the sit bones and draw the navel in towards the spine. Allow the crown of the head to reach towards the sky, and then bring those shoulder blades together and down the back. Imagine just putting those shoulder blades in your back pockets. Place the hands on the thighs, palms down today, and close your eyes. Begin to watch the breath and allow the breath to flow in through the nose and out through the nose. Start to bring the breath into balance by making the inhale the same length as the exhale. With each inhale, allow the spine to lengthen. And then as you exhale, keep the length in the spine, but begin to allow the body to soften. Relax the shoulders. Let the knees gravitate towards the earth. Relax the jaw. Is that recording? Let me make sure. Okay, thanks. Thank you. So inhale and exhale are equal. And as you sit and breathe, I'm going to read a poem from Ilan Shamir called Advice from a Tree. Dear friend, stand tall and proud. Sink your roots deeply into the earth. Reflect the light of a greater source. Think long term. Go out on a limb. Remember your place among all living beings. Embrace with joy the changing seasons, for each yields its own abundance. The energy and birth of spring, the growth and contentment of summer, the wisdom to let go of leaves in the fall, the rest and quiet renewal of winter. Feel the wind and the sun and delight in their presence. Look up at the moon that shines down upon you and the mystery of the stars at night. Seek nourishment from the good things in life, simple pleasures, earth, fresh air, light. Be content with your natural beauty. Drink plenty of water. Let your limbs sway and dance in the breezes. Be flexible. Remember your roots. Enjoy the view. I love that poem because it reminds us that we really can take lessons from nature simply by observing, mimicking nature, mimicking the natural state. And the trees have a lot to teach us. So today I want you to really focus on the attributes of the tree, the rooting down, the rising up, and remember the simple pleasures and have a little fun with it. So let's bring our hands together at the heart in Anjali Mudra. We'll breathe together 3 times, and on the third exhale, share the sound of Om. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale and exhale. And for the third time together, inhale. Bow your head. Place the hands on the thighs. Softly open the eyes, looking forward. So we're going to stay seated in Sukhasana as we warm up today. We're going to start with the neck. So just place the hands on the knees, spine is tall. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, turn the head to look to the right. On the inhale, bring yourself back to center. And then as you exhale, you'll turn that head to look to the left. Inhale, back to center. 2 more on each side. Moving with your breath. When you finish, you'll just bring the head and neck back to neutral. Press down through those sit bones. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, lower that right ear towards the right shoulder. Inhale, back up. Keep the shoulders down. Exhale, left ear towards left shoulder. Inhale, back up. 2 more on each side. And again, when you finish, you'll just bring that head and neck back to neutral. Bring your arms by your sides. Let them sweep out nice and wide as they meet overhead, and then bring the hands together at the heart as you exhale. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. You're moving with your breath here at your own pace. One more time, sweep those arms out nice and wide. Palms come together to touch. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Reestablish the balanced breath if it's gotten away from you at all, and bring the right hand by your side. Root down through your sit bones. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, reaching the left fingertips towards the sky. And then as you exhale, begin to tip to the right. You can walk the fingertips out, bow out the left ribs here. Slowly bring yourself back up, placing the left hand by your side. Press down through those sit bones. Lengthen through the crown of the head as that right arm reaches tall. As you exhale, begin to tip to the left, bowing out the right ribs here. Slowly bring yourself back up, placing that right hand by your side. Now take the right hand behind the right hip, left hand to the top of the right knee. If you find yourself leaning back, come up onto the fingertips, or you can even place a block under that back hand to give yourself a little height, because we want a nice tall spine here. So we root down, inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, begin to twist to the right. Press down through the sit bones. Inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, slowly come back to center. Take that left hand behind the left hip. Right hand comes to the top of the left knee. Press down through the sit bones. Inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, begin to twist to the left. Nice tall spine here. Press down through those sit bones. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, slowly bring yourself back to center. On the inhale, arms sweep up. And then as you exhale, keep reaching those fingertips as long as you can and hinge from the hips, folding forward. Don't let the back round here. When you feel like it might, just bring the hands down to the ground. And then as you inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Start to walk the hands back towards the body. We'll switch the cross of the legs, readjust the sit bones as needed. So we're rooting down through those sit bones. Inhale, growing tall. As you exhale, hinge from those hips, folding forward, bringing the hands down when it's necessary. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. Start to walk the hands back towards the body and we'll come to all fours, hands and knees. When we do that, the knees are just hip width apart. They are slightly behind the hips. Hands are shoulder width apart and they are slightly forward of the shoulders. Make sure to spread those fingers nice and wide. We're rooting down through our foundation here, which is the tops of the feet, the shins, and the hands and the knees. So spread those fingers nice and wide, press down through the fingers and the perimeter of the palms. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, shift the hips to the heels, the chest to the thighs, coming to extended child's pose. And then as you inhale, come back up, all fours. Exhale, back to child's pose. Inhale up, all fours. The next time you come to all fours, pause there. You're going to lift your left knee and just start to make some nice big circles with that femur bone in the hip socket. Lower the left knee, and then we'll lift the right just a little bit, making nice big hip circles with that right leg. Lower the right knee. Shift back to child's pose, and then bring yourself back up to all fours. From here, we're going to move into downward facing dog. So from all fours, we curl the toes under, start to shift the hips towards the heels, the knees lift as you press back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Let the heels relax towards the earth. Notice how my knees are bent. That's perfectly fine. Also, the heels don't have to touch the ground. I just don't want you to be way up on the balls of the feet here. So we relax the heels. Start to bend the knees. Go back down into child's pose. As you inhale, come up all fours, and we'll do that again. Curl the toes under. Shift the hips towards the heels. The knees lift as you press back. Downward facing dog. Again, bend those knees. Go back down into child's pose, and we'll do that one more time. Bring yourself up to all fours. Curl the toes under. Start to shift the hips towards the heels. Knees lift. Press back. Start to walk the feet forward towards your hands, coming to Uttanasana, forward fold. Here you really want to allow the head and neck to relax. Your head is very heavy, so if you can release the neck, the head will actually gravitate towards the earth, deepening that forward fold. Bring the hands to the hips, press down through the feet, and come up to standing. So we're going to start by going through a half sun salutation, and then we will work our way to a full sun salutation. Stand in Tadasana. I'm waiting on my neck to crack, which is why you keep seeing me turn my neck from side to side. So here we're going to press our feet into the earth, rooting down. Imagine growing roots that go deep into the earth. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of the head. As you inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. You can have a bend in the knee here. As you inhale, bring yourself up halfway to a flat back. And as you exhale, fold. Bring the hands to the hips. Press down through the feet to come up. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. As you inhale, come up halfway. As you exhale, fold. This time, press down through the feet. Allow the arms to start to lift. Once they're in line with the ears, use the core, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge. As you inhale, bring yourself up halfway. As you exhale, fold. And then you can choose whether or not to have the hands on the hips or the arms extended out nice and long. Bring yourself up. Exhale, hands to heart. As you inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. And from here, we're going to step the feet back to downward facing dog. From here, we'll float the body forward, coming to plank. So you can have those knees up or down in plank. Shift back, downward facing dog. Float forward to plank once again. Navel draws in towards the spine. Make sure you're breathing. Shift back, downward facing dog. One more time. Float that body forward to plank, knees up or down. Lift up out of the shoulders, lift up out of the wrists. Shift back, down dog. Start to walk the feet forward, coming to Uttanasana, forward fold. Relax the head and neck here. And then as you inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. So we're going to begin to go through Sun Salutation A. We'll do at least 3 rounds because we have tree pose plus 2 variations to fit in. And if you need a break, take a break. If you need to modify in any way, you can do that as well. So standing at the top of the mat. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging from those hips. As you inhale, bring yourself up halfway, flat back. As you exhale, fold forward. So from here, you're going to step the feet back to plank. And you can have the knees up or down. I'll lower my knees for this first one. So the inner elbows, look at the space in front of you. Begin to bend the elbows towards the space behind you, hugging the elbows into the body as you lower. Sweep the chest through the arms, rising to cobra pose. Relax the shoulders here. Curl the toes under, shift back to downward facing dog. Step the feet forward, coming to Uttanasana. Press down through the feet. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. So find your drishti, a point in front of you or on the floor that's not moving, a gazing point. Begin to shift the weight to the right foot and keep the knee soft. The left foot becomes light. You can press it against the ankle, calf, or upper inner thigh. You just want to skip the knee. So you're pushing your foot into your leg, pushing your leg into your foot, watching the breath. If you feel stable, arms sweep up. And those tree branches can grow. They sway naturally. They reach towards the sun as their roots dig deep in the earth. Start to bring those hands back together, down in front of the heart. You can lower that left foot, shake the legs out a little bit. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. As you inhale, come halfway up. As you exhale, fold. Step the feet back to plank. This time I'll do it with knees up. You can choose. If your knees are up, float forward to the tops of the toes. Then begin to bend those elbows towards the space behind you, lowering down. Sweep the chest through the arms, rising to cobra pose. Curl the toes under. Shift back, downward facing dog. Step the feet forward, coming to Uttanasana, forward fold. Press down through the feet. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. So this time, make sure you do the other side. We'll shift our weight over to that left foot, keeping the knees soft. The right foot becomes light. You can press it against the ankle, calf, or upper inner thigh. Press the foot into the leg into the foot. Crown of the head reaching tall. If you feel stable, arms reach up. Tree branches can grow. And if you wobble around a lot, that's okay. That's going to help build your ankle muscles and make your ankles stronger. Bring the hands back together, down in front of your heart. Lower the right foot. Come back to Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. As you inhale, come up halfway. As you exhale, fold. Step the feet back to plank. Knees up or down, your choice. Slowly lower for Chaturanga. Sweep the chest through the arms, rising to Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Curl the toes under, shift back, downward facing dog. Step the feet forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Press down through the feet, inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Find your drishti. Shift the weight over to that right foot. Lift that left foot, place it where you feel comfortable. I'm so used to having my foot up here. So everything still applies. Gazing point, everything comes to the midline. Watch the breath. If you feel stable, arms sweep up. Tree branches grow. So take your right hand and place it on the right hip. Take your left hand, place it on the left hip. Root down through the right foot. Inhale, grow tall. And as you exhale, begin to tip to the left. Slowly bring yourself up. Hands come together at the heart. Lower that left foot. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. As you inhale, come halfway up. As you exhale, fold forward. Step those feet back to plank. Hug the elbows in. Slowly lower down, chaturanga. Sweep the chest through the arms, rising to Bhujangasana. Curl the toes under, shift back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step those feet forward, Uttanasana. Press down through the feet, inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Shift the weight over to the left foot. The right foot becomes light. You can press it against the ankle, calf, or upper inner thigh. Find your stability here. And if you feel stable, arms sweep up. Tree branches grow. You can place the right hand on the right hip this time. Root down through the left foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tip to your right. Remember to keep breathing. Ooh, timber. Slowly bring yourself back up. Lower the arms, hands come together at the heart. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. As you inhale, come up halfway. As you exhale, fold forward. Step the feet back to plank once again. Hug the elbows in, slowly lower down. Sweep the chest through the arms, rising to Bhujangasana. Curl the toes under, shift back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step the feet forward, Uttanasana. Press down through the feet, inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. This will be our last variation. Begin to shift the weight over to the right foot, keeping the knee soft. Left foot becomes light. You can press it against your ankle, calf, or upper inner thigh. Press the foot into the leg, leg into the foot. If you feel stable, arms reach up, tree branches grow. So this time we'll add a twist. Root down through that right foot, inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, starting at that belly, begin to twist to the left. Breathing. To come out of the twist, root down through that standing leg. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, bring yourself back to center. Hands together at the heart or overhead. Exhale, bring them back down to the heart, lowering that left foot. I'm all over the place today, huh? Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge. As you inhale, come up halfway. As you exhale, fold. Step back to plank. Hug those elbows in as you slowly lower down. Sweep the chest through the arms, rising to Bhujangasana. Curl those toes under, shift back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step the feet forward, Uttanasana. Press down through those feet. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Last one. Shift the weight over, I think, to the left foot, I hope. No, right foot, left foot. Do the opposite one that you just did. Right foot becomes light. You can press it against the ankle, calf, upper, inner thigh. Find your gazing point. If you feel stable, arms reach up, tree branches grow. Another option is to put the hands on the hips here. Press down through that standing leg, grow your roots. Inhale, reach towards the sun. As you exhale, begin to twist to the right. Breathing here. And then we root back down through that standing leg. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, come back to center. Bring the hands together up overhead and then bring them together at the heart. Lower that right foot. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. As you inhale, bring yourself up halfway. As you exhale, fold. Press down through those feet. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. So here, you're going to begin to shift the weight over to your right foot. Bend your left knee and see if you can reach back and just grasp the top of that left foot. And just pull that left heel into the left glute. Reach the right fingertips to the sky. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, begin to hinge from the hips, folding forward. So here, you can lift that left thigh away from the mat as you press the foot into the hand. Slowly bring yourself back up. Lower the left foot, hands come back together at the heart. This time, we'll shift the weight over to the left foot. Bend the right knee. See if you can reach back and grasp the top of that right foot. As you inhale, left fingertips reach to the sky. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. Lift that right thigh away from the mat as you press the foot into the hand. Slowly bring yourself back up. Lower the right foot. Hands come back together at the heart. Close your eyes here. Come back to that balanced breath if it's gotten away from you. Open your eyes. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. From here, we're going to step back to downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg out behind you. Step that right foot forward between the hands. Root down through the sole of the left foot, toes point out slightly. And as you inhale, arms sweep up as you come to Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. So we're going to move into another balanced posture, Virabhadrasana 3. I feel like I might go crashing into my little Christmas tree, but we'll see. So come up on the ball of that left foot. And what you're going to do is transfer the weight to the right foot. So you can make a couple little hops forward and then press off, hinge from the hips. Your arms can come straight out. They can come back like airplane wings or hands together at the heart. Slowly, bring yourself back up. I'm going to turn around the other way because that's just a little too close. Come back to Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge. Step back, down dog. Sweep that left leg out behind you. Step that left foot forward. Root down through the sole of the right foot. Toes point out slightly. As you inhale, arms sweep up. Virabhadrasana 1. Come up on the ball of the right foot. Make some little hops forward, transferring the weight to the left foot. Push off, bounce off the wall here. Hinge forward. And then you can take whichever arm position you prefer. And then you're going to lower that right foot. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Go ahead and close your eyes. Come back to the balanced breath. From Tadasana, open the eyes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge. Step back, down dog. From here, float forward to plank. Hug the elbows in. Slowly lower down. Sweep the chest through the arms. And if you're able, you're going to keep those thighs up off of the mat for upward facing dog. A modification is to lower the thighs and come back to cobra. Watch your breath here. Curl your toes under, shift back, down dog. Float forward to plank once again, and this time we're going to lower our body all the way down to the ground. I think over time my tree has gotten closer and closer to me because I'm running out of room. Bring your arms by your sides, palms face the sky. As you inhale, head, chest, arms, and legs simultaneously lift up off of the mat. And as you exhale, they lower. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So what we're going to do next is we're going to lift up into that pose and we're going to hold it for 5 full breaths. Now I want you to lift higher and higher on each inhale. So take that into account and maybe start off lower than you normally would. So arms are by your sides, palms face the sky. As you inhale, head, chest, arms, and legs lift up off of the mat. Exhale. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale. Inhale, little higher. 3 more breaths. After that 5th inhale, exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Roll over onto your back and hug those knees into the chest. Once you get there, you can rock from side to side. Become still here and extend the legs out nice and long. So we're going to bring our legs as if we are coming into tree pose. So you're going to bend the right knee and place the right foot to the inner thigh of that left leg. So start to lift the right knee. Roll over onto the left hip as you lower your right knee to the mat. So the shoulders are popped up here. I want you to pretend that you've super glued that right knee to the ground. And then start to work your shoulders back, trying to get them to touch the earth. Mine come nowhere close. So I'm going to bend my right elbow and place my hand on the rib cage just to protect my shoulder here. This is a super deep twist. Again, it's not anything I expect you to be a master at today, but it's, something to work towards. Slowly draw that right knee back up, lowering it back down so you're back into your tree pose on the ground. Extend the right leg long. Next, we'll bend the left knee, bringing the foot to the inner thigh of the right leg. The left knee starts to lift as we roll onto the right hip. The left knee is now super glued to the floor. So I'm going to start to move my upper body back, trying to get this left shoulder on the ground. But as you can see, it's nowhere near close, and that's fine. That's just where I am today. So slowly start to lift that left knee, and we'll bring it back down to the ground in our supine Vrikshasana tree pose. Place the soles of both feet on the mat. Bring the arms out like a T, and then draw the knees into the chest and press the soles of the feet up towards the sky. And just breathe here. So here you're going to bend the knees, bringing them into the chest. Place the right hand on the right knee, left hand on the left knee, and you're going to rock head to tail and bring yourself back up to seated, or just use those arms and bring yourself back up. So we are going to sit in Dandasana. So the legs come out nice and long. If you have a strap, you can use it, but we are going to start today with bent knees. So bend your knees as much as you need to hold on to the bottoms of your feet, or you can use your strap around the feet too. Then I want you to just extend the legs as far as you can comfortably. So your knees may still be bent as you fold forward, and that's perfectly fine. That's a nice way to prevent overdoing it with the low back. The last class that I taught, I did something, I can't remember. I think we were doing a forward bend and I felt my SI joint pop, and it didn't hurt, but I knew that was not good. And so I've been dealing with that since then. But keeping the knees bent will help you from taking your low back past its normal range of motion. And slowly bring yourself back up. Bend your knees, placing the soles of the feet on your mat. And I want you to start way up on those sit bones. Right hand on the right knee, left hand on the left knee. Rock back just a little bit to the fleshier part of the bottom. So the back is straight here. It's not rounding, okay? Lift that left leg. followed by the right. And you can keep your hands right there, or extend the arms out, stay here, or straighten the legs and breathe. You may shake here, that's fine. This is boat pose Navasana. Start to bend your knees, placing the feet on the mat. Hug the knees into the chest. Start to roll back onto your back again. Press the soles of the feet up towards the sky. Breathe. Arms can be out like a T here. Bend the knees. Right hand comes to the right knee, left hand to the left knee. As you inhale, knees pull away from the chest as those arms straighten. Exhale, pull the knees in. Inhale, knees pull away from the chest. Exhale, knees draw in. 3 more on your own here. And then you'll hug those knees in once more. Lower the soles of the feet to the mat and let the soles of the feet come together as those knees open up out to the sides. Take the index fingers, link them together, and then bring those arms up overhead on the floor so that they circle your head. We're going to begin to transition into Shavasana, our last pose. If you need anything to be comfortable, please feel free to grab that. And then once you have what you need, you'll just come to lay on your back with those legs extended out nice and long, arms by your sides, and the palms will face the sky, and the arms will be just a few inches away from the body. And I didn't wear my watch again, so I'm going to just set my timer here. So take a nice deep breath in, and then just as you exhale, let it all go. Remember, the tree knows when to let go of its leaves, and we need to know when to let go of any tension in our bodies. Relax the jaw by creating a space between the top and bottom rows of teeth. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth and let your eyes rest in their sockets. Resist the urge to make subtle movements. Allow your natural breath to take over. Rest in Shavasana. slowly start to deepen the breath, becoming aware of the room once again and becoming aware of your body. You can start to make subtle movements that feel good to you. You can wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. Turn that head gently from side to side. Stretch through the arms and the legs like you're just waking up. Nice full body stretch. And then roll to the right side in the fetal position. And we'll stay there for a few breaths. Keeping the eyes closed if you'd like. You can use those arms to bring yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. And we're going to do a short dharana practice today. If you remember, dharana is one of the 8 limbs of yoga, and it basically means single pointed concentration. So we are focusing on just one thing, which is really hard to do. So what we're going to do today is for 2 minutes, we're just going to sit with the eyes closed, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And I want you to visualize a tree. You can visualize any tree that you like. Anytime your mind starts to wander, if you start creating stories about this tree, bring the awareness back to just your tree. We want to try to just focus on that one tree. Now, you will become distracted. You will have to bring yourself back, and that is the practice. So don't get frustrated if your mind wanders a lot, because that will happen. So get comfortable. Root down through the sit bones. Inhale, nice tall spine. Go ahead and close your eyes and start to establish the balanced breath, flowing in through the nose and out through the nose. And then begin to visualize your tree. This tree can be any type of tree in any season. And just continue to visualize that. Anytime you become distracted, bring the awareness back to your visualization. Go ahead and release the technique, opening the eyes and deepening the breath. Bring the hands together at the heart. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today, taking advice from a tree, rooting down, reaching towards the sun, savoring your natural beauty, being strong and flexible at the same time. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be free from suffering. May you have ease and well-being. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.